Community Podcast.
Welcome back to the Community Podcast. Today we have Michelle Emann on, who is one of our instructors here at LCPRT. She will be telling us a little bit about her programs and what got her into fitness. Let's get into it. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I am Michelle Emann. I'm originally from Princeton, New Jersey. I moved here in 1995, and I'm currently married to my husband, Dan. We've been married for almost 20 years. I have 2 dogs, 7 cats.
7 cats?
7
wow.
Cats. Yes, I'm a crazy cat lady. I'm an outdoorsy person. I love being outdoors. I'm a bird geek. I love doing anything identifying birds. I got that from my dad, so shout out to him over there. So, yeah, and that's pretty much it.
What got you to Louisa?
Louisa, I got through Goochland.
Oh, okay.
So I knew James from my time working at the YMCA of Greater Richmond.
Gotcha.
I met him when I worked downtown for the YMCA full time.
Oh, okay.
So,
what inspired you to become a fitness instructor here or just in general?
I would say it would be who inspired me. And there was an instructor that I met when I first moved here out in Goochland. Her name was Shirley T, and that's how everybody knew her. Her last name was Burke. And she was just, the way that she taught was just like you were best friends with her. And we just walked into a room and we were just all getting to know each other. And she was just, she taught like everybody was just her, like normal people. She didn't have a fear of what she looked like. Her confidence level was through the roof. But she was just so kind and understanding and gentle. And we became very good friends. And she took me under her wing when I started to show interest in teaching.
So becoming a fitness instructor, I feel like would be kind of nerve-wracking. So like, what was your first class like teaching a group of people in fitness?
To say I was nervous is probably an understatement. Luckily, I had a lot of friends that decided to take my first class with me. I was more very by the book, very structured in my classes, and that's really not me. I like to go, like, if you can say that, like by the seat of my pants. I kind of read the room now better now that I've had experiences in teaching. But it's nerve-wracking being up there and all the eyes are on you and everyone's looking at you, and but you just get up there and like there's a whole bunch of my friends in front of me and we're just gonna have a good time and we're gonna work hard while we're laughing at each other.
Yeah. What was your first class at Parks and Rec like?
Here?
Yeah,
in
for
Louisa,
your Power Hour class.
I was very nervous. I still get nervous on some occasions. I had no idea anybody that was coming. I just try to do a small like meet and greet, like this is who I am, this is how long I've been teaching for. But they were all so very welcoming, and everybody was just happy to see me. And I think you didn't have many night classes at that time. I'm not sure.
Yeah, not as many, no.
But they were just happy that there was a class that they were able to do. And they've all stayed. I haven't lost a single person yet.
I love that. So tell us about, for somebody who's never heard about Power Hour or wants to join Power Hour, tell us a little bit about the class.
So it's a strength training class, and we focus on free weights, which are your dumbbells or body weight. And we work all the muscles. We do a real quick warm-up. And then we go into an ab workout, which lasts about 5 minutes. And then we do all of the muscles, legs, back, arms, shoulders. And then we go into a cool down, which is about 5 minutes. And we power through it. We struggle through it sometimes, but we're there for one another. We help each other out. We entertain one another. We talk about food a lot in class.
That's a way to get through a fitness class, talk about food. Do you guys think you push yourself to your max limit there? Like you push yourself to really grow?
I think so. I think I have that impact on them. There's most times when I do teach that I'll recommend weights for my group of I want to say ladies. Men are also invited to come to class. But I kind of see that they're making it look easy, and they can't pull that off on me. So I'll recommend that they go up a little bit more. But
Gotcha.
we try to push one another. I won't say it's directly on me. I want to say that it's everybody in there. That just we say, I think you can go heavier.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
What makes your class unique as compared to other fitness classes maybe in the area or even within our department?
I think I bring years of experience. I've been teaching for over 25 years. And I think it's the way that I teach. I welcome everybody. I want the environment to be welcoming and kind and purposeful. And I just want people to feel that when they come in, that they might be scared and intimidated when they first come in, but I don't want them to be, because there's no fear in that. Like, we're all here. We've all started that way before. And I just want you to come in and be my friend. And
Gotcha.
I'm going to be your friend.
For somebody who maybe there's a stigma around fitness classes, you feel a little nervous going into it, especially if everybody in there looks great and fit. What would you tell somebody who's thinking about going but a little afraid?
Be perfectly imperfect. You're not going to get it right the first time. You're not going to get it right the 30th time. There's always going to be a fault or a mistake that you do, or your form is not going to be on point. I am not perfect in any way, shape, or form, and I am okay with that, because nobody's really perfect. But just take that first step, do the best you can, start small if you need to, but just come in, take that first step is always the most important, and don't be scared. There's no reason to be scared.
Right. I love that. What do you love most about teaching? Maybe not necessarily through our department, but just in general. Like, what do you love the most about it?
The participants, for sure. I love meeting new people and hearing their stories. We're all such a diverse group, wherever I teach. And it's just, they motivate me. They motivate me to be a better person, and I hope that I can motivate them to be better people. But it's just the joy. The joy for me is seeing them push themselves and realize that they can do harder, and they don't have to be intimidated by the weights or by a gym or by any other people, that they can just be who they are, be free with that, and really push themselves to their limits.
Do you have like a success story of one of your participants that you could share?
Sure. I had one young lady reach out to me, and it was when we had that big ice and snowstorm and nobody could get out. And she was out there shoveling the ice and the snow, and she's like, this is going to kill me. I want to be so sore the next couple of days. And she woke up the next day and she sent me a text, and she's like, I know I complained about gaining a little bit of weight, and I'm not really happy with that, but I felt really strong because I wasn't sore. And she's like, I might not look the part, but underneath all of that, I know I'm strong, and I can do pretty much, what I can just by that strength. And I know that strength is in there.
Right.
And that was really inspiring to me, that we don't have to look like we're, Arnold Schwarzenegger. We can just be women, but we have muscles, and we look good. So,
do you think a lot of people come to your class more to lose weight or to build strength?
Build strength, for sure.
Gotcha.
I try not to focus on losing weight as much as really working on what we have and what our body type is, because we're all different body types. I will always be a curvy woman, but I have muscles. It's probably the strongest I've been in a long time. But it's just about, being strong and being healthy, and not really focusing on what we can lose or what we have to lose.
Right. What roles do you think staying strong, because I feel like a lot of women, their goal is to lose weight. So what benefits is there to staying strong throughout life?
Especially as we age, staying strong is huge. It protects our bones. We really want to protect those bones, and they do recommend that women especially strength train 3 to 4 times a week, just so that we can protect the bones and, fight off osteoporosis. I think overall health and wellness is healthier to work with than always trying to say I need to lose weight.
Right.
I believe that all bodies are shaped the way they are. That's the way that we're supposed to look like. We just need to stay on the health aspect and the strong, powerful women that we can be.
In any of your classes, do you ever talk about, because there's the fitness side of health and then there's the eating side of health. Do you ever encourage a specific diet in your classes or just a way of eating that's healthier for your body?
I try not to get into the nutrition side because I am a lover of all food and I will eat pretty much what I want to eat.
Yeah.
I love food.
Yeah, me too. Me too. You're not the only one.
And I just, everything, and everybody says it, everything in proportion, but don't deny yourself the sweets. Don't deny yourself the carbs. Carbs are actually very good if you're going to do a lot of strength training or, cardiovascular. The body needs the carbs in order to burn energy. But I think that if you do everything in moderation and you still treat yourself every once in a while, just to take that into consideration. Nowadays, the big word is protein, and I do push a lot of protein, especially with women that are strength training because we need that. But if you're not a meat eater, you can do plant-based stuff, which tastes really good. But just pretty much everything, and just not huge portions.
Gotcha.
And everyone today, since it's the day after Easter, I ate so much food. You don't do that every day, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
If you did that every day, then we might have a concern. But if you treat yourself once or twice a week or a month, whatever you need to do to make yourself feel a little bit better, and just what, I was craving a hot dog, I'm going to eat a hot dog. It's not going to hurt me.
Yeah.
So just be free with it.
Gotcha. And you mentioned you stay motivated by the people in your class. Do you think going to classes within our community help others stay motivated as well?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I recommend anyone that's just trying to figure out if this is a class for them, just meet our group. The group of ladies that I have, they're outstanding. They're fun. They're supportive. They will pick on you, and we pick on them. But I think once you find that right group of friends, or you want to make friends, I think any exercise class really does that, just because they're your motivation. You can go in and they will hold you accountable and responsible for coming in, or bring a friend with you, and that way it's a little bit more comfortable. But I think classes being held by Parks and Rec is probably a great choice to start with if you're starting your fitness journey.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's harder to stay motivated when you're doing it by yourself. That's for sure.
It's very hard when you're doing it at home, and so many people will tell you that I have equipment at home. I can't get motivated to go up in my room and go on the treadmill for 20 minutes or watch a tape and try to do the tape.
Yeah.
Just come in, enjoy yourself, have fun. That's pretty much all you can do, is just find something that puts you in your happy place.
Gotcha. And now we have Child Watch, so
perfect.
So parents can come, because I know working out with kids, one in the classes is a little distracting, but also at home, I can't imagine working out with a toddler.
I can't either. And it's so good. I try to tell most of the ladies that do take my class that this is part of your self-care. Mm-hmm. This is all about your hour of just you. Put the phone away, focus on you for an hour. We'll make it fun. I don't want you to worry about your kids. They're going to be in perfect hands at Parks and Rec now for after or while we're taking class.
Yeah.
But it's a huge relief, I think, for parents that they can go in and not have to worry about them for an hour, and they have some free time.
What role does mindset play in fitness, you think?
You don't need to be perfect. Otherwise, you won't start if you feel that you need to go in there and be like, I got to be 100% when I go in today. What matters is progress. So start small, do little small gains, set yourself, a very small goal. Once you meet that goal, then set another goal. And as long as that's in your head and you just keep practicing that, then I think you're on a great road to start and be successful. I think if you set yourself with a goal too high, you're going to set yourself up for failure.
Right.
So I think if you're just going in like, I'm going to do this class, I'm going to do 5 and 8 pound weights, and I'm going to do that for a couple weeks, I think that's perfect. That's just the way that you need to start. But if you go in like, today I feel strong, I'm going to start with 20, 25 pound weights, you're really setting yourself up and like, I can't do more, I just can't do it. That kind of just gets your brain into that gully of, I'm not made for this.
Right.
So I think just start small and don't be perfect.
Gotcha. Yeah. What other tips do you have for somebody, maybe not even somebody who's going to your class, just somebody who's thinking about getting into fitness? Like what are some tips for somebody who's never worked out like a day in their life?
Come in and watch a class that you might be interested in. Just sit down in the sidelines and watch and see if that's something that you think you can fall into. Watch how the instructor is. Not every instructor is made for everybody. We all instruct so differently, which I love. But just find what you feel you could be comfortable with, and just take that step. That first step is so hard. I remember my first step of going into a class, and it's like everyone's going to be watching me. I'm going to be up there, but nobody really is paying attention to you. They're too focused on themselves.
Right.
So you're just in your own little spot doing your thing, and just keep that in mind that you're not being watched. You might be looked at by the instructor, but no one else is looking at you.
Right.
And then just find something that you feel that you could, commit to for a couple of weeks at least and see how it goes.
Right. Well, do you have any final words of encouragement for our listeners or anything else about your class? You can find your class on our website, of course, to sign up. How many days a week do you have your class?
It is every Monday and Wednesday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m.
Gotcha.
Yep. So I know that they want more.
Well, that's good, right?
I know. I thank them for that. I just, and I tell everyone that's interested in taking class, the first class is always on me. That way, if you do come in,
awesome.
That way you're not committing, and if it's not for you, I don't mind. It's just not for you, but I would love for you to just try it.
Right.
Just come in, let me meet you, let me try to, sell you on the program. But I just think that everyone needs to try it at least once.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the Community Podcast.
Thank you.